everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marian. Hope everyone's doing well today. So right here is a new box that I got. It's the Beatles Square Long. So they're the long size, but they're square tips. So now these full cover nails, I will tell you right now, they do run a size bigger. So typically for my ring finger is about a size 5 is normally what I put on. I actually had to go up a size, and that's with all my nails, to be honest. So excuse me. Now it does have a high apex, so you might want to add a little bit more glue. But you guys, I love them. They're still holding on. It's been like a week and a half already, and they work. They're still on. So this little lamp right here, it's one of those that you don't have to touch a button, so you can just put your nail under it and it turns on. So right here, I'm showing you the nail tips or the full cover nails. I already did my right hand off camera, so I'm showing you my left hand now. Remember, if your size is not there, go up a size and then file around it so that it could fit on your nail. Never go below a size, because if you do that, you will actually hurt your nail beds. It will feel like somebody is pinching your nail beds, and then your nail beds will be so sensitive and sore, and they will hurt so badly. I've done it before where I was like on a budget and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna put nails on, I don't care. Don't do what I did. So but after you picked out all the nails and everything, you're going to go ahead and buff the inside of the nails. So you can use a drill, or you can go ahead and use a nail primer. For me, I am very, very heavy handed. So I went ahead and etched the inside of the nails. And then after I did that, I dusted my nails off. And then I went ahead and added just one layer of primer, because like I said, I'm very heavy handed. Like I've done hit my nails plenty of times. So when I tell you these babies are still on, they are still on, and they feel really good. They don't hurt. They don't feel uncomfortable or nothing. They're not lifting. And sometimes I've had trouble with that, but they aren't. So they're really, really good. Now right here I'm showing you, you just push back your cuticles with either like a wooden stick or others. I'm sorry if you hear any noises, neighbors upstairs. So don't mind that. Now there's this drill bit right here. I don't know what it's called. I am so sorry, but I use this on where when I push back my cuticles, you know, you have like that little white little layer or dead skin or whatever it's called. Go ahead, go around your nail with that cuticle bit, and it does come off. So I have it on the lowest speed there is, and I have my rotating on forward because I am using my dominant hand. I turn the speed on, I turn the bit on forward. Now, if it was on the other hand, I will do it reverse. But because we are using my my dominant hand to do my left hand, I went ahead and did it forward. So I don't know about you guys, but me personally, I do not use a cuticle nipper on my nails. I have shaky hands, and even without having coffee or anything like that in my system, I don't want to cut my cuticles. So there's this little ball bit. I love it. You just go over your cuticles. It does not hurt. Now, if you put it like on fast speed or something, it might hurt. But because like I said, it's on low speed, I just go over my, you know, around the little cuticle area and, you know, just clean it up, because I still would like my cuticles looking nice. And again, I've never had any problems. I've never hurt myself with this cuticle bit, and we're good with that. So I don't use the drill on my nails. On my natural nails, I just use a nail file. So I just go around, take off all the shinies, kind of go over like was the free edge of your nails, or I don't even know what it's called, but I make sure kind of like trim it, make sure everything is leveled. After that, I do use a nail dehydrator. So you want to make sure you do a little extra step to make sure, or you can use alcohol if you have alcohol. There's no problem either way. You just want to make sure you take all the oils and everything off your nails before you do your nails. So that's one thing you definitely need to do. So after that, I do use a primer. Now for the nail primer, I go over with 2 coats. Like I said, it does help these nails to stay on longer for me personally. And then after that, this step is very crucial. Now, if you're going to use full cover nails, you guys, use base coat. Make sure you put one thin base coat on your nails, on your natural nails, and cure it, because you're going to adhere full cover nails, whether it's with the solid nail glue or the nail glue that you use under the UV nail light. Whichever one, make sure you're using a base coat. Okay, just wanted you to know that because it will make it last longer. So right here, like I said, with the nails, I go ahead and I just do one like little layer. I just put it on the nail, the inside, and then I do put one thin layer on my actual natural nail. After that, I go back and put a little bit more glue on the inside of the nail because, like I said, it does have a little bit of a high apex. So you want to make sure you put enough glue to actually make sure it covers the full nail. Now, you want to be careful and make sure you don't have like any air bubbles or anything. Now, if you do have a small air bubble, it's okay. But if you have multiple all over your nail will pop off. So just wanted you to know that. So I do like a quick like little 15 seconds to make sure the nail is on. Then I put my finger back under it for another 15 seconds. And that's just to make sure like the nail won't pop off when I'm doing my other fingers as well. So again, I'm going to show you one more time. You just put the layer in on your natural nail. And again, now I will say, make sure after you do all your nails, you cure it in the big nail lamp for 60 seconds. I remember the first time I ever did my nails this way, and I did not do that. And when I tell you they popped off, they popped off within a matter of hours. When I was at work, they popped off. So don't do that. Just make sure you put it under the big UV nail lamp because you don't want to be like, oh my God, did I do something wrong? I don't think these nails are meant for me. No, they are, they do work. You just, you have to like kind of make sure you're searching on what to do to make sure your nails do last. So again, right here, I'm just showing you. Now this Beetles nail lamp is really small, but I like it. So, and it does the job. So this bit, honestly, I don't know what it's called. It's a flathead bit, but I did get it from like a little drill set. I like this because I can go over the cuticle area because, sometimes you get a little spillage from the glue. And I have not, let me knock on my head, knock on wood, because I have not cut myself using this drill bit. And again, I use it on the very lowest speed, the forward button, and I just go over slowly around my cuticle area because you want to make sure, number one, you're taking off any extra glue that you have on, and number two, to kind of like make it like look flush, like you just got your nails done professionally, like you didn't do them at home, type of stuff. So, now I don't use like a drill or anything for my nails. I just buff it with like a little buffer. That's what I do to take the shine away from my nails. So there is a debate on that, like whether you should or you shouldn't. Me personally, I just like doing it. So now this right here, you guys, I do, cut down my nails. So I have bought this off of Amazon. I will make sure post it in the description box. It has a little magnet. So all you do is just, figure out what size you want it to be, and then you just go and you trim it. And I like it because this way you can actually keep up with like the measurements of the nails that you're doing. So you don't want to make them too short or too long. You want them to be equal. So that's what I did. And you're going to see me, I kind of tilt my finger down a little bit. And the reason being is because these nails were like shooting and flying, and my son was next to me and wouldn't leave me alone. And I didn't want it to pop himself because it kept flying everywhere, even went inside my shirt. So I just use a nail file and I just trim the edge and the side of it because, again, sometimes you never know if you have any glue on the side. So that's what I do. And like I said, this is a step you don't have to do. It's just what I do. And again, I kind of round out the nails because when you cut them, they kind of are a little sharp, and I do like square, don't get me wrong, but I also don't want my nails to be, sharp edge. So I kind of like the edge of it a little bit round. So right here, I'm just buffing the nail. You're gonna I buff all my nails, take all the shine off. So right here, I'm showing you this color that I'm using on my thumb. I only did this on the thumb because I didn't like the way it came out. So I was like, you know what, I'm just not gonna do on the rest of the nails. So I did a base coat on my thumb, and I used this brown. Now it doesn't look good with one coat. It looks better with two coats. So I did do two coats. Make sure and cured it because there's only one button on this Beetles nail lamp. It is 60 seconds. So I cured it both times for 60 seconds. Now, after the second time, like I said, it's just a simple Thanksgiving design nail. After I cured the second layer, I went ahead and used these little leaves. Now, I am using rhinestone to adhere to the nail. Now, if y'all have any advice, please give it to me because I like these leaves, but sometimes they kind of like stick out a little bit. And even when you're putting top coat on, it still sticks out. And I do not like it because you can feel it. And it feels like one of those things like you keep messing with it and you want to just pull it off. I have a bad habit of doing that. So I just use like the cuticle pusher to the cuticle nipper to kind of like nip the extra. But if y'all have any advice to give me on how to adhere these things without them still being a little lifted, please let me know. But yeah, I just went ahead and just put a top coat over it. I went ahead and did 2 layers of the top coat, cured it for 60 seconds each because, like I said, the leaves were a little bit like sticking out. So yeah, if you have any advice, please give that to me. Please put it in the comment section. So now, like I said, I am doing a simple Thanksgiving nail. So for my pointer, my ring, and my pinky, I did one brown coat. I'm sorry. One brown. And then this one right here, this color, I'm using it for the middle finger. So I'm showing you the colors. And also I'm also showing you the colors that I'm using to make the little turkeys. I did 2 little turkeys on my middle finger because, I wanted to represent my baby. So I did a red. I did red, orange, yellow. Now I will say the yellow, you can kind of see it. And you can kind of not see it. So, but just know that I did put yellow. And there's also white. You're going to use white for the eyes, black, and also, So right here I'm showing you, we're going to do base coat on all of the nails. Just one thin layer base coat, cure it for 60 seconds. Now, for the nail polish, like I said, I'm showing you this one. This one's for the pointer, the ring, and the pinky. And then this other one's going to be for the middle. I did do 2 coats of each nail, of each of the color. And the reason being because, I don't know, like the middle finger, it just looked weird with just one coat. Now, I could just leave it as one coat on my other ones because it was like a darker brown, but I don't know. I just like having 2 coats because to me, I feel like you could see the color, like the actual color. It's probably just my thing. I don't know. So, but yeah, so I made sure I did 2 layers of each and then I cured it. Now, because I went ahead and left my pointer, ringer, and pinky, by themselves, just the color by itself, I went ahead and just put a top coat over those. I just did 1 layer of top coat, cured it for 60 seconds. Right here, I'm showing you alcohol. I use alcohol and I use this polygel brush I've had for years. And I just use it to clean up any little messes I make with the gel. Because you don't want it on your nails, especially curing it on your nails. So just a little FYI. Now, I have this little nail brush and I have these 2 balls. What are they called? Dotting tools. That's what I meant. So right here, I did show one of my other hand on the other side of my nail. It did not come out right. You couldn't even see the nail when I was doing it. So I'm leaving this footage in. So I'm doing the red and I am curing it for 15 seconds. After that, I do the orange on one side and the yellow on the other side. Then I cure it for 15 seconds. And in between the brushes, I am just wiping it on the, what is it, the lint free wipes. I'm just taking the color off of it and just reusing the same brush. So I'm not dipping it in alcohol or nothing. I'm just cleaning it by wiping it on the lint free wipe. So like I said, with the yellow, you can kind of see it. So please don't mind that. So again, I am doing another one. So I'm doing orange. And then I'm going to go ahead and do yellow on the other side. So you are doing kind of like a feather of the leaves for, or like the feather of the feathers for the turkey. So it's going to be red in the middle. You have yellow and orange on one side, on each side. And then you're going to rotate the orange and the yellow and make it opposite. Then after that, after curing for 15 seconds, you will use red. And that's the last on the ends. Now, you can cure it for 30 seconds, 60 seconds, but I just cured it for 20 seconds. And then after that, I use the dotting tool. I use the bigger one to make the body or the head of the turkey, and I use brown. The same brown that I use on my nails. So I just went ahead and put a dab in the middle, or dot in the middle, something like that. So, and then I kind of use the other end, of the dotting tool to kind of make a little body of the turkey. So here's the thing with the white, you want to make 2 dots. That's supposed to be like the eyeballs of the turkey. And while I was doing that, I went ahead and made a triangle shape with the orange. And because the orange wasn't very like out there type of orange, you couldn't see it, I had to do 2 layers of it. So now on the whites, I'm showing you I'm doing 2 little black dots on each eye. And again, that's supposed to make the eyeballs. And then you're going to do again a triangle shape orange, because that's supposed to be the turkey, the little beak. And again, these are 2 little turkeys representing 2 of my babies. So after that, I am going to make sure I top coat it. I make sure I kind of like press it into my designs and then paint the whole nail. So I did do 2 coats of it, cured it for 60 seconds in between, because I didn't want my turkeys to, get messed up. So yes, and that's how I did these nails. Like I said, it's very simple design. I didn't want to go all out. To be honest, I just haven't really been feeling myself. And then my son would not leave me alone. You guys, I was trying so hard, and he kept getting behind me and looking and be like, "Mama, what are you doing?" Like, and so right here, I'm using the nail file. Now, personally for me, I kind of like to shapen up my nails, to make sure, just in case I have any like spillage on the side of the nails, from the polishes, that make it kind of lose its shape. So I just do that, and again, like I just buff it, or I just file in and dust it. Now, I'm putting cuticle oil on, and we want to make sure you lather them babies up. So after that, this is the final result, and you guys, I love it. I love these nails. I haven't had no problems. They're actually really, really good. And yeah, I didn't like the thumb too much. I didn't like the way it came out, but I like the rest of the nails. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, you guys.